In programming, we have three constructs. First one is sequence. We dealt with that in the very first video because we just did a console.readline, we changed a variable, did a console.writeline. We've also looked at iteration, which is looping. We did a for loop, which was a count controlled iteration, and we did a while loop, which is a condition controlled iteration. The final construct is a selection, and this is an if statement. That's what we're going to look at today. First, we need to declare a variable. I'm going to have a string variable called name, and if you want to, you can initialize it, but you don't have to, because the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually get a value from the keyboard and put it into that variable. To do this, we're going to use a console.readline, and it would be nice to display a message to the user. We'll use a console.writeline for that one. So we'll say, please enter your name. And we've asked the user for the name, we've got the name from the keyboard. What we're going to do is we're going to do two different things. We're going to first of all say, if the name equals, let's say Steve, we're going to do one thing, else we'll do something different. Now if the name is Steve, I'm just going to write out some message for them, and if it's not Steve, I'll write out a different message. And if we run our program, we'll see what happens, but I'm going to run it a few times to check. So the first time I will enter the name Steve. Here we go. And it said hello Steve, which is what we wanted it to do. If I run it a second time, this time I put something other than Steve, so I'll put Bob, it has done the other part of the if statement. But there is a slight problem. If I type in Steve, this time it did the second section, it didn't do the first one, and that was because it's looking for Steve all lowercase, and I typed in Steve with a capital letter. So we need to find a way of dealing with capital letters and lowercase letters. Now to do this we can use a command called toLower. What that's going to do is it's going to take in whatever you've typed from the keyboard and convert it into lowercase. And the lowercase is what we're checking in our if statement. So let's try it again, see if it works. And to even try it, I will do a mixture of uppercase and lowercase, and yes, as you can see, it has converted it successfully to lowercase and then checked it and said yes, that is correct, we're doing the top section there, hello Steve. Notice the double equal signs, they're used for asking if something is equal to, as opposed to the single equal signs, which is used when you're assigning values. With a simple alteration here, I've added a while loop, and it says while the name is not Steve, loop around. And this means this program actually has all three constructs in it. It has a sequence, which is just console.writeline and name equals readline. It has iteration, which is a while loop, that's a condition controlled loop, and I have selection, which is an if statement, in this case with an else as well. Most computer programs will be a combination of all three types of programming construct. Let me just try by typing in Bob, and it says hello, which is the else statement, and it loops around again. If I type in Steve, it says hello Steve, which is the top part of the if statement, and obviously it then meets the condition for the while loop and jumps out. So there we have our three program constructs summarized. Thanks for watching.